All right, so now that we have a good understanding of the sheet itself and the rules, you are ready to start being the commissioner. And this is going to start on Selection Sunday. I advise, as the selections are being released, that you update the sheet in the moment because they usually go region by region. And the best way to do it is to have each one of these corresponding to a region. So what I mean by that is that this number one overall seed, let's just assume it's Duke, right? And then the first two in the same region would be right here. So eventually they would play together. Let's say that's Michigan. Number three, let's say that's UConn, and so forth, right? And then eventually whoever Duke is playing will be the 16 seed here. Let's call that UMBC, right? Okay, and so they'll go by region, East region first, and then they'll go through the next one, usually the number 2 overall seed, whoever that is. I just do it this way. You don't have to do it. You just have to make sure that all the 1 seeds are together. But I like to line it up so they're playing the other side of the bracket. So let's just say that this is going to be Arizona, and let's just say that's Houston, and let's say that's Purdue, even though I know that's not going to happen. And so again, you'll just go through each region and fill this all the way out. For the sake of timing here, I put in all the teams. These are last year's teams and rankings and whatnot, so don't let that fool you. But I've put that in, all that together, right? So as soon as all of the teams are announced and you have filled this out, you can set bidding to start right then and there. As soon as Selection Sunday ends, that's when bidding can open up and people can start sending you their texts for the teams that they want and upping the increment of their bid. So, for example, let's just say that John Doe wants Florida at the $300 starting bid. So I'm going to put in John Doe here, right? And let's say that he also wants to get his name on here, whatever he texts you. I tell my friends to say, hey, put it all in one text of the bids that you want. Don't just send me one off every single time. It's just a headache for you, but technically they can. But let's just say Brady wants Maryland, and Brady also wants Auburn. So what you're going to see is that on the right side in the participant table, you're going to get all of the players and the number of teams that they own with the total bids. So all the formulas, all the calculations are already taken care of here. And that table will just automatically update. So now if someone comes and ups Brady on Maryland, so you'll look up here, the next increment, if someone texts you, is they want Maryland. You'll put this in at 150, and that was Eric. So you'll see that Brady's team went down 1 and Eric's team went up 1, right? Now the total pot is going to equal, eventually once all the teams are collected, it shall equal this total pot number here. So I've updated the sheet so that every team is taken, and you'll see that the total pot is 4,610. It should start at, once every team, if no one's taken another team together, it should be 4,560, but Maryland was taken for a little bit earlier, right? So again, the way I can continue to audit this is that the total team should equal 64, and the total pot should be 4,560 to get started. And so once every team is taken, these should all add up together. Now, a couple other things to take note are the results, right? So as it stands right now, the national champion winner would win $1,140, which is about, I think, 25% of the total pot, right? And so if you think about it, if you get UConn for $50 as an 8 seed and they end up getting all the way to the championship and winning, you're going to win almost $1,100, right? Now, during the week, you're going to be getting bids from a lot of people. So let's just say Eric Evans, he's also really high on Oregon and a couple others. So he wants to bid up on Oregon. I'm going to change this to 150, and I'm going to put Eric Evans in that spot. He's going to go up 1. Now, the key thing to note is that you need to keep it's case sensitive. So I like to just copy and paste Eric of where he makes a bid. So he's also going to go on Marquette. This one's going to go up $30 to 80, right? And then let's say that Vince Vuggs, he gets outbid for Yale, goes up to 20. Let's say that Eric gets him again, but Vince sees, oh, I really want Yale, that he's going to get back on that Yale pick right away. So he sends in another text to you. He's going up to 30. And Vince Bugs has got yell again. So this sheet is going to be continuously updated throughout the week. Now, in my next video, I'm going to talk about the locks, which is a key component of the auction, which really incentivizes continuous bidding. Now, as the commissioner, you can set up, something of like, hey, you're going to respond or fill the sheet every hour for the first few days, and then every half hour on Wednesday, something like that. But for me and my group, I usually have this with me the whole week, and I'm updating within 5 to 10 minutes, depending on the time of day. But as you can see, this pot can start getting up big. Let's say that Duke gets 3 bids. It's all of a sudden up to 700. The total pot is now 5,000, and this champion has gone up. So that is how the updating of the sheet works throughout the week. Again, you'll be getting bids. You'll up them by the increment that is given here, and you'll make sure that you're changing the names as they get texted in and updating the sheet. The sheet will be live so people can see as people are coming in. You want to make sure that you're sharing this, and you can make this public and make sure that if people have the link, they can see what's going on, but they don't have edit access. You have to make it view only. So if anyone with the link here is a viewer, not an editor, only the commissioner should have editing capabilities. Okay, all right, so the next video I will talk about the lock system.